Hello, friends. Today we will discuss the Venezuela-Guyana conflict. Now, this is an ongoing territorial dispute over Essequibo region, which is situated between Guyana and Venezuela. Here you can look. This region is known as the Essequiba region. It is basically situated to the west of river Essequibo. So basically what's going on is Venezuela is claiming that this whole region belongs to Venezuela, which basically comprises of over two-thirds of the complete territory of Guyana and constitutes about 160,000 kilometers of region. Now, this is a very old dispute, which started in 1899. But first, let's discuss why this topic has been making news recently. So, on December the 3rd of 2023, Venezuela passed a referendum, which is known as consultative referendum. Under this referendum, it declared that Essequibo region is going to be a new state, and it rejected any intervention by ICJ. Now, to understand that better, we'll have to go to the backstory, that why was ICJ intervening in the first place, and what's this new state is all about. So, here are the few articles that have been making news recently. So what is this border dispute? So basically, in 1899, an arbitral award was provided. It was signed between United States, UK, and Russia. So to our surprise, Venezuela was not a part of it. The reason behind that was Venezuela at that time had no diplomatic relations with UK. So US basically represented Venezuela. Under this award, the Essequibo region was provided to Guyana. Now, Venezuela has been contesting that claim for a while now, because it claims that historically that region belonged to it. Also, it claims that there was another agreement in 1966, which was signed between Venezuela, United States, and Guyana, where it claims that the 1899 agreement is basically null and void. So then why now? So the answer to why now is that there are three reasons. One of them is immediate. One of them had related to the rise of oil prices and the rise of oil economy, and some socio-economic reason which had more to do with Venezuela itself. So the immediate reason, so basically, Venezuela is to hold election in 2024. And this is a kind of move where it can garner more support, more internal support by President Maduro, who had been in news for different reasons which we'll discuss going forward. Sorry. So first, the immediate reason. So the immediate reason was basically election and role of oil. So basically, in 2015, Exxon Mobil had discovered oil in this Essequibo region. And this led to further escalation on conflict between the two countries. So for the last 7-8 years, what is going on is that the oil is being excavated. It started pumping in 2019. So the economy of Guyana is doing better, and at the same time, Venezuelan economy is suffering. So why is Venezuela economy suffering? Because it also has the biggest reserve of crude oil in the world, proven crude oil reserve in the world. So in 2018, basically during the re-election of Venezuelan President Maduro, it was a contested re-election, which we can see right here. So what happened was that over 60 odd countries refused to recognize Maduro as the elected president, and in its place, Juan Guaido was to be claimed as president. And this crisis went on for some time, and which led to huge sanctions on Venezuelan economy by United States. Now this crippled Venezuelan economy, which was heavily dependent upon oil. So that in turn led to further impoverishment of Venezuelan people, and at the same time Guyana was doing well. So you can see where the conflict arises. So, okay, now that the conflict is here, so what is going on right now? So, as of now, following December 3rd referendum, there has been few instances here and there where the tensions are being escalated and the world is watching. So, what is the reaction of international global order? So, UNSC had called a closed door meeting, which is basically you can see here, to discuss the dispute between Guyana and Venezuela. So in this closed door meeting, the discussions was mostly surrounded around de-escalating the conflict. On December 14, through efforts of Brazil and CARICOM, another meeting was held between President Maduro and Ali. Irfan Ali is the president of Guyana. So in these discussions, the outcome was basically to de-escalate and not use of force, no use of force. So the basic idea here is that Venezuela, which does not, so in 2018 the border dispute was sent to UNSC following the 1966 declaration, and once it reached the ICJ, whole of the world and Guyana expects it to come in the favor of Guyana, which Venezuela contests naturally. Venezuela wants negotiations. On the other hand, Guyana wants UN verdict, which may take a while. So this is the situation as of now. Now, what are the implications for India? Now, India had recently resumed its oil imports from Venezuela, following the sanctions were lifted by US, so that it could reduce the benefit that China is gaining from deep discounts that Venezuela is giving for China. Venezuelan oil is being bought by China. So to counter that, US has started lifting its sanctions and India has started importing oil. This oil supply is also being affected by different reasons. Like there is a lot of disturbance going on in the Mid East. Also, OPEC has decided to cut oil productions this year. So all this is further escalating the oil prices, and volatile oil prices, naturally it's not good for India. Also, if you look at the issue on a broader scale, there are ongoing conflicts in between Israel and Hamas. Russia-Ukraine war has been going on for a while now. Now, for another such situation where border disputes leads to some escalation cannot be good for global economy, or it hurts global economy. It hurts energy security of countries like India. Also, it leads to inflation and so on. So recently, we had seen that there was some ships were attacked by Houthi rebels in the Red Sea, which led to some of the shipping containers taking the route of Cape of Good Hope rather than the shortest route available. So this has a lot of implications for the global order. So naturally, we would want to de-escalate the situation. Now, going forward, what we can expect here? We can expect Venezuela to continue to build pressure because naturally there's an election around the corner, and this is a very popular issue. As we can see that over 95% of Venezuelan population had voted in favor of rejecting ICJ's verdict and taking this region as an state. Also, recently President Maduro has passed a bill where it has declared the Essequibo region as a province. So these small instances will continue to go. However, globally, countries like US, China, France, which are also part of, whose companies are also part of those having invested in the oil-rich region of Essequibo and Guyana. So as of now, it seems like the situation may de-escalate, but it'll continue to bubble for some time, and then after election, it should settle down. Now, this concludes our understanding of this whole issue. So, what have we learned so far? We've learned that Venezuelan president, he's not very popular. And this particular issue has raised his popularity, which should, because it has led to polarization of public. So naturally, he is interested in further continuing the issue, further continuing to raise this issue. And globally, uh, all of the countries aspire and want a peaceful resolution of things. So as of now, here's where we are. So going forward, you can read the articles and better understand what the issue is. Thank you, and have a great day. I'll post all this content that we have created on our Telegram channel. You can access it, and we'll continue to make more videos. Hope you like them. Thank you.